Hello guys, in today's video we are starting a slow run on chess.com, so 10-minute rapid games. Some of you in the comments suggested this slow run, so here we are. So let's start the first game. Okay, we get the first game, let's start the timer. It goes with e4, so it's c5. Okay, let's go with knight c6. Oh, the wings gambit. Alright, let's take here. Okay, so d5 is kind of the main line. There's like e6 stuff. There's a lot of theory there. Let's just go with d5. Take there. So I might even lose the first game itself in theory. That is a possibility because the wing gambit is very tricky if you don't know it well. So yeah, bishop c4. Let's go with e. I mean, I don't really want to block off my bishop. If I go bishop g4, then knight d5 maybe is a possibility. Maybe he wants to just prepare d5. Then e6 makes sense. Yeah. Okay, let's go with e6. Because I want to, like, I am up a pawn, so I just want to develop quickly, and the bishop will find its place probably on b7, so I don't think there will be much of a problem. We'll just go bishop b7, trying to castle ourselves as well. You don't really see the plan of white right now because he's down a pawn. He goes for d5. Okay, I did not expect him to do that. That probably isn't that bad of a move, but kind of didn't expect him to do that. Probably have to take because I really don't like. I wouldn't like when knight b8's back. Just queen d8. So here my king is quite open. Here in the center, I don't really like that. I think I should be able to defend here. Pretty sure like this. So because if I went bishop e7, then maybe like bishop g5 and stuff would have been more dangerous. But knight here, like I don't allow the bishop to come here. As well as like the knight e5 some stuff. I think this is smarter. Okay, so now I can castle, right? Yeah. Okay, goes for rook d1. I guess I gotta go queen c7. Developing the queen and getting out of this pin. So now maybe a6, b5 is an idea. Okay, so goes bishop b4. The taking is still not a threat, which is great. I can go a5 to kind of annoy him, but I would rather like quickly develop the bishop. Try and like finish development and get the queen in here. Bishop d6. Maybe even wins the game for him. He doesn't see it. Okay, so the threat is bishop f7 check. So, I mean, here he probably does have some compensation. I don't know, does he have the full compensation, but he does have some. I will give him that. Now, how do I play this? Queen f4. I like that move. Because this one isn't hanging, because after takes, if you take here, then the c1 rook is hanging. I guess you can return the pawn on b7, but then I got the bishop pair for no compensation really, and the position has opened up quite a bit, so I think I'm just slightly better here. Okay, goes queen a3, I don't know. I don't really love that move, to be honest. I think I can take here. Take here. Yeah, here. If I guess with the queen is a little bit annoying, yeah. Maybe no, I can't go to c7. I can go to g5 though. Whoa. Whoa. I can check. I can even go for like a sack. I don't really want to do that. Just check, I guess. Maybe not though. It's very tricky here. I think I should go check in here. Just kind of protecting everything, putting the rook on the e file, and threatening to just move out with the knight. And I mean, he has these double pawns. Like these bishops are putting up a lot of pressure, though. Okay, so now he shifts to the g file. Guess I can just go here. So like kind of the rook now can't move to e1, which is probably his idea, and then because then I can take. So yeah. So now knight f5 is an idea, maybe with knight h4 and attacking this pawn. Whoa, what? Okay, so if I take, his idea is to take. Interesting. Guess I can just go here. It's kind of with the tempo, or here. Probably here with the idea of here. Yeah, now we have these two ideas, attacking this pawn. Okay, he takes. Now this is a threat first. So he has to move the bishop somewhere, probably here being the best. Kind of centralizing the bishop and protecting on f3. Okay. It's putting up a lot of pressure though. I don't really like that. Just here and maybe here. Doesn't look too bad. Might go rook c1. I'm expecting that. I don't know why. Then knight d4 even. Like, rook c1, there's no actual threat. Like, bishop f7, queen f7, and if you move the bishop, then the rook is hanging. So, like, if he goes rook c1, there's no real threat with that. So, I think I'm fine here. Should be fine, at least. But it's interesting. I don't know what can he do though now. Okay, knight d4. Okay, bishop f7 doesn't work, so let's just wait a second. Let me just check. Yep. He might go here. I don't know. Knight f3, queen f6, knight g1. No, I have mate. What am I talking about? No, wait. Wait, this is interesting. Okay, queen. Now I can take. No, can I take? Take here, and after queen d5 he has f3. Wow. I gotta find some kind of different solution. Maybe even queen c6, just attacking this pawn, which is actually very annoying for him to face. Or I can just get out of everything. I don't really like that, to be honest. But I think it's the right move to make. Even though I really don't like it a lot, I think it is the best move, maybe. Might go bishop c3. Like, my only fear is that there's a chance that we enter like a rook and queen versus rook and queen, where I'm just a pawn up, which is very often a draw. So that's my only real fear in this position. So yeah, we don't really know what he's supposed to do right now. That's my only question to him. I'm going to reach 10 minutes. I'll just speed run. Okay, bishop d5. Protecting here, getting the bishop out of any tempos and stuff. Knight e2 makes sense, but then rook e1. Yeah. Bishop e5 makes some sense, threatening the h2 pawn. Or like already start the pawn storm with like a5, b5, though I don't really like that too much. Looks like it works tactically. Because after bishop c3, I actually have knight f3. And if bishop takes, I just take on c3 and I'm winning. No, am I winning there? I don't really think that through, like, am I winning there? Just thought that after knight f3 I'm better. Maybe a little bit of an inaccuracy. Goes to d2. Okay, he's smart. He's smart. I mean, b5 makes sense, but then he'll probably go bishop b3. Starting to get a little bit annoying here. I don't really have any idea for now. Don't really like that. Guess I'll just go b6. Okay, we're about equal on time. Just here. Because that is pretty good here. Maybe can jump on c5 and maybe even like f4. F4 is now the biggest. Knight f4 is probably the biggest threat right now. To trade off one of his bishop. That's okay. Now I can't do that really. Maybe knight c5. Knight c5, bishop c5, queen c5, bishop h7, queen f2. That looks pretty nice. Yeah, let's do that. So now, if he just moves the queen, I can take here. So, maybe queen c2. Now I'll just go h6 and got a knight c5 tempo for free. Won't really complain. Like, I'm very sure he'll just take here. Though he's thinking a little bit, so he might go here. But after queen c2, like, he's still attacking here, so I gotta go h6. Maybe g6 even, but I don't really like the vulnerability that he can just, like, sack on me to g6. On g6, I don't really like that. He'll probably go queen d2, trying to sack on h6, but then I can just take on e4. Maybe queen c1 is a very accurate move, maybe. Because I'm still pinned and I can't go knight e4. And he's threatening to sack. That might be a very nice move. Wait, did I do it playing defense? Wait just a second. Okay, he doesn't see it anyways. Just rook d8. The rook is probably even better on the d file compared to it on the e file, so yeah. Second. It goes to f5. Now I can go queen e5. I have to return the pawn. I don't really want to return the pawn. Queen d7. I don't return the pawn. So yeah, queen d7. We trade the queens. I stay being a pawn up, which is lovely. His idea was bishop h6 and after takes queen f6. So I guess I kind of don't let him do his idea as well. So that's pretty lovely. So we're starting to get into time trouble territory. So yeah. Okay, we trade off. He goes bishop c6. He has some kind of compensation in the view of like the bishop pair, but like it's the end game. The pawns are starting to be more and more valuable. And here I might even be able to trade off the bishop pair. And if I do that, I think I'm just clearly better. Here, rook f6. Yeah. So now this is a threat, this is a threat, this is a threat. So if he goes bishop g3, then I can just take, I think. Yeah. So it should be a winning position. Yeah, one thing. Here. Okay. So now I'm up 2 pawns. Knight e4 is coming. That's a great move. That's a pretty good move. Is here. Just like stay. You can chill here a little bit. Maybe like 94. 94 I cannot really play because of rook d8, king h7, bishop d3. Bishop d3, and then I have to go like rook e6, which is quite annoying. And then f3 actually, and I lose the game, so... Okay, so he is down to a minute, and he's a pretty slow player. I came to that conclusion, so... That is pretty good. Yeah, it's not that simple. It's just an e6. Because he can't take. Yeah, that's one. Now rook b6. Yep. That shall be a win. Let's go g6. And king g7. Okay. Resigns. See his elo, by the way. I'm very curious. 1,900. What? 2,000. I thought it's like 2,200 at least. He played actually a very great game. Mark is e4. What do I do against that? Let's go with this with the French. c3. Okay, I can now transpose into a Sicilian, but I just go d5. Take, and let's go with bishop d7 this time. d7, just start. I'm getting normal development. Like this is pretty similar to the line I played with knight d7, but just the bishop is here. But the ideas are pretty similar. The evaluation is like 0.4. Maybe after bishop g5 even less, I don't know. This leads into some kind of equal position. I mean, he has the space advantage, but I'm pretty sure the engine says like 0, maybe just a little small advantage. Then he has some weakness, some weak pawns that I can target and play for the win. Okay, that's a bad move. Because now he creates a square here, the d5 square, which is now very weak. Now I can double here. Whoops. It's looking great for you. Let's see. Just a little less. Just a second. Yeah, that's phrase. So rook d5. The idea Wait, can I go bishop c5 now? No, knight f7. Okay. Understood. So just double up here. So now this pawn is very weak. The d5 square is very weak as well. This is a free pawn. The d5 square is very weak as well. He gave up a pawn as well because he spent on the d file. So now I'm up just clean pawn. I haven't even used a minute of my time. Wow. I mean, I did play like a lot of Bullet and Blitz in the last loads of videos, like the Bullet and Blitz speedruns. So make sure to check that out as well. That was very fun. No, wait. Oh my god, I'm fine. Oh my god, I just thought I blundered, bro. I thought d takes c5. And then, like, my queen is attacked. I can't take the rook, but I can take on c5 with the check. I get so lucky there. Phew. I already thought I lost. So now, like, this pawn is gonna fall, and I'm just gonna be up 2 pawns, so should be just a win. Okay, goes for that. I kind of expected that from him. Jack. And g6. Stopping the mates. Now there's only some sacks on e6 that just don't work. I don't think they work, at least. He might prove me wrong, but I'm very sure they don't work. Goes to rook fe1. Okay, now he's preparing the sack. I don't really love the fact that he's gonna sack. Like, I want this to be the most straightforward when it's possible. So, I don't want any to give him any shenanigans to at least have a shot at drawing. So now with the e pawn, so there's no sacks, and now I'll just take on g5 and be a clean 2 pawns up, and that should be one. Okay, I'll take that for sure. Let's just go with the check. Let's just put the pawn. Okay. There isn't. Okay, there's rook e7. I gotta be careful. It's still not that straightforward. I can still make a blunder. I almost made another blunder. I almost made a blunder. Okay, it's actually not that easy. Wait a second. Wait. He just like returned to the game. Like, I don't see anything that I can do. Like, rook f8 isn't good. Queen d6 isn't good because of rook e8. Queen d7, I don't really love it. Yeah, it's not good as well. What? What am I doing? What? Like, how don't I have a defense against this? Like, how? Maybe this? Don't really love it, but... Wait, did I just lose? Did I just lose? No, I didn't. Okay, that's good. So, wait, I did make a mistake though. Yeah. Totally forgot he can do the same thing. Yeah. Because if I go queen d5, he goes rook f7. That's a problem. I totally forgot he can do that. I guess I gotta protect now. Yeah. Not the best position I could have gone into. Okay, got lucky now. Go here. Because if he takes, then I can check him and take here on g5. Like, if he takes whatever. And that is a threat. Like, even if he doesn't take, that's a threat. So, yeah. Like, h4 is probably the best move. Whoops. h4 is probably the best move. To, like, stop me from taking here. So he doesn't know what to do, really. He finds h4. Damn. He finds h4. No way. This guy actually isn't that bad. That's a great move. I didn't expect him in 1,000 years to find that. It goes to d5. I don't want to go there. I want to be sneakier. Like, very sneaky. Here. The idea is check and takes. I guess the only move is queen c4. If I take, just rook a8, I guess. No. Rook d8. So queen c4, takes. Rook d8, I think. Then rook c. Oh, rook c7. Okay. Then rook e8 is probably the best. Do I love that? No. Queen c4, bc4, rook a8, rook c7. Guess I can just push d5, a3, rook d1. Here. What? I'll take at least one, but probably more. I don't think I can give a check and attack the rook. Don't think I can do that, unfortunately. Queen d4 leads to probably a draw, so don't really want to play that. Actually, his position is pretty solid. Here. I'm protecting just the pawn, nothing really more. Okay, attacks the pawn. Just here. Oh wait, that might have been a mistake. Wait, that might have been a mistake. Okay, he doesn't really think a lot on this move, which is pretty lucky. I think rook c8 is winning for me if he goes there. Because I can just take. Like rook c8, takes, king g7, and then there's just no check. I'll place the queen on b2 or somewhere along this diagonal, so there's no checks. Okay. It's an unexpected move. A lovely move. I'm just threatening check and check. And if he goes back, then he'll just get mated. Pretty lovely move. Check. Check. I don't know, can I check him a lot, though? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I can't go to a3. Damn. That was actually a pretty big mistake for me. Like, I have one tactical. No, I can't have. Okay. If he was a moron, I could, but he isn't a moron. What's the B1, which is under? Whoa, 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 whoa. What a move, bro. He's starting to trap my queen. I mean, it's trapped. Like, he cannot, like, attack it, but he's turning to, like... I just want to go h6, trying to get my queen out of trouble. I am opening the H file, which I don't really like a lot, but can't have it all. Okay, he takes, I take. No, 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 don't put. Okay, gotta be not like I am up on time. Like this is a winning game, but I need to be careful. Whoa. Just here. He isn't really threatening anything, so yeah. I don't know, Queen D7 is probably a theoretical draw. I don't know though. Maybe not. The left position. Wait. Okay, he can take and enter a drawn rook game, which I expect him to not think of. I don't know why. Exactly. Check. Okay, now he wants to trade. I'm just cannot lose here. I'm just gonna flag him probably. Nice. Nice. Okay, so 2 games to wins. Not bad for today. So yeah, okay, that will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Slowrun speedrun. So make sure to smash that subscribe button down below. See you in the next one.